to this crowd as they finish the Mexican national anthem.
Throughout the history of boxing, there are parts of the globe where the sport itself transcends its roots to galvanize not just a country, but a national identity, a unified sense of pride exhibited through its greatest prize fighters. It has been said that no nation more embodies this concept than the land south of the border. A place where machismo and gloves go hand in hand, and where only the greatest earn the title of Mexican warrior. Two words that encompass many styles, but only one relentless mentality. With 33 knockouts and a 37-1 record, few can stake claim to his country's fighting heritage more than El Alacran, the Scorpion.
It was punishment for 6 rounds.
As Miguel Berchelt, a 6-time junior lightweight champion, hunts for his 7th title defense.
Defended his WBC world title for the 6th time.
Yet his opponent owns 2 things even the reigning champion does not: an undefeated record and an Olympic pedigree.
Combination from the Mexican fighter and in.
As former WBO featherweight champion Oscar Valdez seeks to seize the Scorpion's title.
As they are going to trade to the bell, acting like fighters in a
However, here, it is about more than merely winning. Pride, hard work, and toughness rise above all else. As 2 of the greatest warriors of their generation vie for the mantle that matters most. This is Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Berchelt versus Valdez.
Every time there's 2 Mexican fighters inside the ring, there's always fireworks. And all these fighters have something in common. They never back down. They always try to give it their all. They're warriors. And me growing up, you want to imitate them, and you want to be an icon like they are. You want to be a legend like they are. I didn't look up to Superman or Batman. I look up to Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera. Those were my true idols. Those fights, to this day, I still see them. And I can't see them too late, because if I see them late at night, past 8, then I won't be able to sleep because I get full of adrenaline. I think about those moments of fighting, and I picture myself being in there like Eddie Morales, and I think to myself, what would I do if Marco Antonio Barrera was throwing those punches at me? What would I truly do? One thing that I try to think is I'm gonna be the same warrior as they did and fight it out and do whatever it takes to become more victorious.
In northwest Mexico resides the city of Los Mochis, a city that for the past decade has given rise to the junior lightweight division's best fighter.
Yo soy originario de la región 93 en Cancún, Quintana Roo. Después de quedar campeón nacional en el 2010, con 18 años yo tomé la decisión de irme de mi casa en busca de mi sueño. Yo creo que Dios pone a las personas en el camino por algo. Llevo 6 defensas exitosas, Dido Vargas 2 veces, Takashi Miura, Jason Sosa, Jonathan Barros, Maxwell Aguku. Y bueno, yo sin duda soy el campeón del mundo.
Miguel Berchelt is far from the only world champion to emerge from this corner of the country. In spite of a population of just over 300,000, Los Mochis has long been known as the city of champions, as those who have seized belts include the likes of Jorge Arce, Fernando Montiel, Humberto Soto, and Julio Cesar Chavez, whose record 9 title defenses Berchelt now seeks to eclipse.
Yo creo que todos los guerreros mexicanos entregan corazón, ¿no? Por eso las peleas entre mexicanos son muy vendidas y esta no va a ser la excepción. Los mochis por tradición han tenido muchos campeones mundiales, hay muy buenos sparring aquí. Hay muy buena comida, hay muy buenas mujeres y bueno, los morros la verdad es que son muy bravos, ¿no?
Yo siento que esa gente de aquí de Sinaloa tienen esa sangre guerrera, ¿no? Yo sé que todo México así somos, pero aquí es algo diferente, sangre caliente, ¿no? Miguel, toda la extensión de la palabra, es un guerrero, como lo digo, arriba y abajo del ring y fuera del gimnasio, ¿no?
Estoy muy motivado por esta pelea contra Oscar Valdez. Yo creo que este es el trampolín que yo estaba esperando. Creo que Valdez es un gran peleador, lo respeto mucho, pero sin duda a mí no me va a quitar mi cinturón.
Yo pienso que va a ser una de las peleas inolvidables como las de antaño.
Yo pienso noquear a Oscar, pienso ganarle de una manera contundente. Estoy cerca de romper el récord de Chávez, que hizo 9. Eso me motiva mucho. Imagínate, Miguel Berchelt sea el mejor superpluma en la historia de México.
Over 500 miles away, Oscar Valdez also readies in a city drenched with Mexican history. And just like his opponent, Valdez dreams to live up to the legacy of his predecessors.
My mentality is always become victorious, always be number one in anything, no matter what. Most of my fights, I felt that I broke down mentally and physically my opponent. It's a game of chess inside the ring. I'm not scared of no other fighter. I'm not scared of nothing. I was born to fight. I had a war with Miguel Marriaga.
Here comes Valdez. Marriaga now fires back. Oh, he rocks him with a hook. Valdez sends him down with a hook.
I had a war with Genesis Cervania.
Look at the challenger on the attack. Oscar Valdez in trouble here at the end of the round. How about who's as strong a guy now? Valdez!
Then I had my final war with Scott Quigg. Scott Quigg fight, without a doubt, was one of my toughest fights in my career. You know, doing that, he broke my jaw in the 5th round.
That's what Valdez does, but now Valdez gets caught. Big right by Scott Quigg, and Valdez has to hold on here in round number 5.
Losing was never an option, so quitting was never an option either. And it turned out to be a bloody fight.
This is a war, a bloodbath.
And it was one of the happiest days of my life.
And still undefeated, Oscar Valdez Jr.
It's funny because a lot of people think after that fight, you're delicate. You lose something. They say after that fight, it's not gonna be the same. But it was the opposite for me. I thought about it, if I went through that, then from here on, you know, I can do anything. You know, there's nothing that can stop me.
For past training camps, Oscar Valdez has split his time between Mexico and San Diego, which in recent years has become known as a marquee setting for training camp because of one reason. Guadalajara native son and pound-for-pound great, Canelo Alvarez.
Ahora ya un día que fui a Guadalajara a ver a Valdez, pues se ven serios, comprometidos con su trabajo, disciplinados, y eso es lo que nos gusta a nosotros como equipo, ¿no? El Team Canelo siempre ha sido un equipo que se ha basado en la disciplina, en el respeto al deporte y las ganas de ser alguien.
Canelo's been very good to me. He's a very experienced fighter, and he knows his stuff. So for him to take his time sometimes and watch me spar and tell me certain things that had helped him win in certain fights, well, truly means a lot.
Yo siempre he dicho que el entrenamiento es el que minimiza esos riesgos, ¿no? De arriesgar tu vida, y creo que Eddie puede hacer muchas cosas en ese sentido con Oscar Valdez y con los que vengan más.
The brain, behind Canelo's brawn. Valdez sought out Reynoso in the aftermath of a 12-round war with Scott Quigg. When, in 2018, even though he retained his title, he broke his jaw in the 5th round.
He got overconfident.
After the Scott Quigg fight, a decision was supposed to be made about you need to change. You need a better trainer. You need someone who could teach you other things. They mentioned Eddie Reynoso, and I said, you know what? I think, out of all of them, I think he's the one. What I most liked about Eddie Reynoso is that he told me to be a defensive fighter, you don't have to be a boarding fighter.
Sí, realmente es un peleador que cuando lo conectan se enoja y empieza a tirar golpes. Es un peleador que muy valiente, pero más allá de eso hay que tener también pues otras armas. Él tiene desde que nació ese temperamento, me imagino, y en las peleas así lo está demostrando, pero más allá de eso hay que aprender a hacer cosas que te convienen arriba del ring, porque pues valentía la tienes desde que se suben al ring, pero hay que saber cómo atacar, hay que saber cómo defenderse, hay que sacarle más provecho a tus cualidades sin que te golpeen.
This is going to be my 5th fight with Eddie Reynoso, and I think we've been improving, and I plan on showing it this coming fight with Alacran Berchelt.
As fight night approaches, Valdez's workouts intensify in Guadalajara, a city that carries special significance in a long-running rivalry.
Even though I'm from Nogales, Sonora, and he's from, I believe, Yucatan, we both live in Hermosillo. And funny thing is, we're almost neighbors. We live very close to each other. So we've got the chance to exchange some words. He's mad about the past, that he didn't get to go to Olympics because I was #1 in the division. We never got the chance to fight. Every time he would go to nationals, I was fighting international. So I think that's why he really wants this fight. I busted my ass very hard to become an Olympian, 2-time Olympian, to win every tournament that I could. To let someone say that politics didn't let him go to Olympics, that they favored me, I take that as very offensive because I worked very hard to be #1 in Mexico. He's insulting me saying that they never gave him a chance. He always had the chance. In some way, I feel that if he beats me, he thinks that will kind of give him accomplishment, him going to the Olympics. But I'm not gonna let that happen. It's the most I've been motivated. It's the most that I've been excited for this fight. Been wanting this fight for the longest time, and now that I have the chance, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
"500 miles to the northwest, Miguel Berchelt returns to work, seeking to channel past grievances into future glory.
Pues bueno, ese es un sentir de él, ¿no? Esa pelea nunca se dio en amateur, no puedes saber qué se puede dar.
3-17, mantenido, está bien.
Finalmente yo tengo esta oportunidad para demostrarme a mí mismo que a lo mejor yo pude haber ido a Juegos Olímpicos, puedo ganar a Valdez y la verdad creo que lo puedo noquear. No sé si trabaje más duro que Valdez, pero lo que sí te puedo decir es que trabajo mucho, soy muy disciplinado. Pienso que trabajo duro, por algo soy el campeón del mundo. 6 personas lo han intentado y 6 personas han fallado. Yo sé que Oscar desea mucho este título, yo deseo retenerlo aquí en mi cintura. Yo me consideraba un peleador bueno, pero bueno, yo creo que mi estilo encajaba más en el profesional. Amateur era muy corto, eran 3 rounds, y pues bueno, yo creo que no gozo de tanta velocidad, pero sí tengo mucho poder de puño.
Correcto, vamos, vamos. Eso, más fuerte, más fuerte. En lo personal que me va a llevar mucha satisfacción ganarla, porque Eddie Reynoso ahorita pues lo consideran como el mejor entrenador, porque tiene al mejor peleador ahorita libra por libra, y pues y a Oscar Valdez, que es conocido, yo lo entrenaba también desde el amateur.
Tal vez en amateur no destacaba mucho, pero ahorita me encanta la posibilidad de enfrentar a Oscar. Voy a tener 12 rounds para poder demostrar que yo soy mejor.
¡Ahí, vámonos de nuevo! Un poco más rápido que Berchelt, Valdez sí lo es, pero eso no nos impide. La mayoría se confía que Berchelt es rígido, pero cuando sienten los primeros golpes o el segundo golpe, luego les cambia el rostro a los rivales.
Last November, as the scheduled December title bout between Miguel Berchelt and Oscar Valdez approached, the matchup was derailed when Berchelt tested positive for COVID-19, leading to the new February 20th date and further recriminations between the two fighters.
Es un tema difícil lo del COVID. Hacemos todo lo que se debe, nos cuidamos, nos lavamos las manos, nos echamos gel. Independientemente me tocó como a muchas personas le ha tocado. Me sentí triste porque ya había hecho campamento de altura en Jiquipilco con todo mi equipo. Pero bueno, gracias a Dios estoy aquí para contarlo. Ya estoy recuperado y listo para esta pelea del 20 de febrero.
I was very disappointed when I heard the news that Oscar Berchelt had gotten COVID. It shocked me, but mostly it got me very mad because I would see pictures of him out in public, out in baseball games, out in charity events, taking pictures with largest crowds, with no masks. In my mind, I'm telling to myself, what are you doing? We're supposed to be professionals, and being in training camp, you're training in a public gym. You're not taking care of yourself. My side of camp, we're testing every 2 to 3 weeks. We're taking care of ourselves. We're sanitizing the gym every day, not going out. You know, we're trying to take care of ourselves just to fight. Losing 2 or 3 months of training over this virus, and it was very unfortunate. Had to go back home with nothing, no belt, no fight, no money, just more debt. This fight is canceled twice already. I don't want a virus to cancel it for the 3rd time. And we know on our side of camp, we're safe. I cannot say the same for Oscar Berchelt. I'm hoping he's taking care of himself this time, takes this virus very seriously, as a professional, as he should be, and let's make this fight happen. Let's not get infected, let's make this fight happen, let's make it for the fans, let's make it for us, let's make it for our family.
Yo te lo doy lo que siento con la misma mano.
Pues bueno, el COVID me lo dio porque yo fui a buscar a mi mamá, ¿no? No tiene nada que ver de que yo saliera y que no entrenara duro. Independientemente, creo que todos estamos expuestos hoy en día a contagiarse de COVID. Ahorita estamos haciendo las cosas diferentes, ¿no? Yo estoy aislado con mi chef en un cuarto. Él me cocina, estoy a la vuelta del gimnasio, no tengo contacto con casi con nadie de mis sparring, más que cuando entreno. Mi doctor, que después de que me dio COVID a mí, tengo 2 meses para que no me dé, y eso también me ayuda para que no me pueda contagiar. No me importa lo que diga Valdez, a mí no me importa lo que piense. Él siempre pues ha tratado de hablar mucho, ¿no? Él dice que yo salí, que por eso me dio COVID, que he tenido miedo, que siempre lo he querido esquivar. De aquí no hay miedo, aquí no hay nada de eso. Yo nomás me estoy preparando fuerte para derrotarlo, para darle knockout, y él que diga lo que quiera.
Miguel Berchelt didn't reach the heights of the junior lightweight division for the past 7 fights with words. He did so with actions, and that's how he intends to remain there.
Creo que va a ser la victoria más grande de mi carrera, el demostrar que yo pude haber ido a Juegos Olímpicos, que yo siempre fui mejor que él. Y esa noche lo voy a golpear duro con todas mis fuerzas. Estoy preparándome muy fuerte aquí en los mochis para darle un venenito de alacrán que no tiene cura. Y vamos a ver si su quijada resiste estos golpes fuertes del campeón.
For Oscar Valdez, training camp is meticulously timed. every endeavor meant to leave nothing to chance.
I'm working very hard. I seriously doubt Alan Berchelt is working harder than me. I believe that nobody's gonna outwork me. Truly believe that I work very hard in the gym. I always give my 100%. I work so hard that I have no more energy to go out to the store, to go out anywhere. If I have somewhat of energy to go out somewhere to visit my friends or family, then it means that I didn't give it my 100% in the gym. Giving your 100% in the gym means that you have no more energy to go out nowhere, but to go rest up, to go train again the next day. My mindset is that I'm always come out victorious just because of my work ethic and just because of the high dedication that I have and the respect that I have for boxing. Work ethic, train hard, stay disciplined, obey commands from your coach. All that combined will lead you to a world championship. I feel my dream of becoming a world champion, a WBC world champion, just around the corner. I can almost touch it, I can almost feel it.
All the way through.
I truly believe that my work ethic is gonna make me come out victorious that night.
With a new date set with destiny, time-honored traditions return as each fighter seeks to summon a spirit where only the greatest thrive. A ferocious pride, instantly recognized worldwide.
This is a fight for the ages, just like the first two. The crowd on its feet.
For while legends are made on fight night, first, they are forged here. Driven by the past in the hope of future glory. And for Miguel Berchelt and Oscar Valdez, live on ESPN on February 20th, that legacy and their claim to it awaits. Next time on Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Berchelt versus Valdez.
Hey, ¿qué pasó, ma? For me, the most important thing in life is family. My family's pretty big, and that's a big responsibility for myself. A lot of people might assume that I can provide for the whole family, but it's never enough.
Yo quiero demostrar que soy el mejor 130 del mundo. Mucha gente considera que soy el mejor 130 y esta es una oportunidad para demostrar que soy el mejor del mundo.